My name is Josh Zuniga. I'm 28 years old. This is a story how Christ used Freeway Ministries and this program and discipleship houses take me from a dope fiend, alcoholic, to obedient follower of Jesus Christ. I didn't grow up in the dope house. I grew up in the church house. The second I got old enough, about 13 years old, I started running around, getting in trouble, using, partying, drinking, and it was just downhill from there. By the time I was 17 years old, I had had 3 minor possessions, 4 minor consumptions. I had overdosed on crack. I had a DWI, and I dropped out of high school. I went back and forth and out of rehab. I did a lot of stuff just simply because my lawyer said that it would get expunged from my record before I turned 18, not because I had any intentions of slowing down or quitting. It was just to clean my record up before I turned of age as an adult. So I never had my heart in it. I never did it for anyone but myself. I just wanted to buck against authority and buck against God and keep running. But God just decided to show me that he could buck back even harder. When I was 20, I ended up getting my GED. I got enrolled to OTC. I did good for 1 semester, and then I got introduced to heroin. I started using heroin. I got into that heavily for 4 years, and I did what I did best. I took off running. I went to Texas. I burned every bridge I had, friends, family, jobs. I manipulated, I stole. It didn't matter who it was, as long as I got what I was after. I had warrants in multiple different counties. Anytime I got pulled over or stopped, I was going to jail. And I'd bond out just to create more warrants and go right back. So I took off and I went to Austin, Texas. I had a friend there. I got an opportunity to live there. I stayed on his floor, tile floor. I had nothing but a blanket and a pillow for a couple months till I got on my feet, got a job, and got cleaned up. It was the first time ever that I was sober in my life for more than a couple months. I got a good job, I got engaged, and then I started drinking heavily. And I lost everything, my house, my truck. I took off and I ran right back here to Springfield, Missouri. I went to Clarity Rehab. I was in there twice. I went to other transitional living and Clarity housing. I was on Vivitrol. Nothing worked. I just found ways around it, and I still wasn't willing to submit. So after leaving Clarity, I put myself in the cardiac ICU unit 3 times in less than 4 months, having seizures, hooked up the EKG machine. I was basically on my deathbed, and it was back to back. I went from one hospital to another because I was too embarrassed to keep going back to the same one, but there's only so many hospitals in Springfield. The last time I was in there, each time was getting longer and longer. John Stroop showed up in my hospital room, said, we have an opportunity here at the men's house, and it could change your life, but you got to be willing to do it. You got to be willing to submit to authority, because this isn't for everyone. It's very rigorous, and it's very serious. It doesn't just teach you a 12-step program to quit a drug or find ways to cope with it. It teaches you about Jesus Christ and who he is and how to become an obedient follower and a discipler of Christ. And that's what it did. I've been here for 9 months now, and I went through all of that, and I don't mean to glorify my sin in any of that, but I just want you to know where I came from. I need you to know where I came from to where I am now. I got baptized. I'm truly saved, living for the Lord. I'm a member of the church for the first time ever in my life. I'm able to teach first grade Sunday school at my church, Crossway Baptist Church. I coach kids soccer. I have 2 really great jobs that work with my schedule, so I can still be involved in the ministry. I still serve, and I'm enrolled, and I go to BBC for missions and Bible college. And 9 months, that's what God done with my life already. And it wasn't me. It wasn't John Stroop. It wasn't anybody but God. But God used John Stroop. God used Freeway. And God used the disciple houses as a tool. And it works. It's just not a program. It works. It's a way of living. It's a way of being a true and disciplined man. Something I've never known what a real man was until I got here in this house. And I have brothers. I have a family I've never had before. And it's true and it's real. And that happened here at the Freeway Men's House.